Hey everybody, it's Jane from Jane's Stitches. This week in the Dear Jane journey, I am going to show you how to stitch up H4 Abbey's eyes. And this one is called block G10 Woven Meadow. Beautiful blocks, really different. This is so contemporary to me. It's like an alien eye or a symbol or something. I just love it. This one, beautiful, no tricky kinds of seams or anything. It's just a lot of sewing, a lot of cutting, a lot of sewing. This one, if you watch on, I will show you how to do these seams, right? Here's my first try, a little bit off. Second one, nailed it, as they say. So watch on and learn how to piece H4 and G10. All right, here is our first block I'm going to go over. This is called Woven Meadow G10. I did my coloring. It's lots of pieces, all hand piecing, and it's just patience, cutting out your templates, and then sewing them up. And the way I'm going to attack it is in rows. You know, this one, all the way up, all the way this way, putting the little triangles onto each end. And then I'm going to sew them all together. I'll sew this row to the center, this row to the center, and I might even sew these up as a 3 rows here, 3 rows here, and then sew that up. Instead of doing it, you know, row by row, I'll have those 3 sections. It really doesn't matter. Just take your time. I did label the triangles because we have a smaller one and a larger one, but they're pretty close. So I put a little number for which template that is. So that's how I'm going to attack that. And like I always say, I will put a link to my video on how to hand piece, where I go over every little detail of hand piecing. And this, look at this block. This is called Abbey's Eyes, H4. And this is really a crazy block to me, especially since I saw the name of an eye. You know, it's like an alien eye to me. But I am going to hand piece the whole thing and sew these on. And I've shown you how I sew this kind of a Y seam here and here. But I'm going to sew this to this. And then when I get to this one, I'll come back on and show you how to sew in that, I don't know, Y seam, or gosh, there's different words for it. Of course, you know, I don't know what they are. Right now, it's out of my head because I've been cutting little pieces. I'm a little brain dead. I did want to show you really quickly a book I just got. It's a used book. I love my used books. And it's called Quilt Making by Hand. It's by Jenny Bayer. And all her quilts are hand pieced. Look at how many pieces are in that quilt. And I have to tell you, since I've been reading it, you know, one of her reasons for hand piecing is that it is so much faster. For people that like to hand piece. I just think it is so much faster. I can take my hand piecing, spend a half an hour when I'm waiting for my grandson to get out of school in the car and hand piece while I'm watching TV. And instead of me, you know, getting my machine set up, getting everything laid out, and then finding the time to sit at my machine. This is very portable. And that's what I love about hand piecing, amongst other things. So I relate to what she said. And of course, that's not true for everybody, and I'm not saying that. But it's the same way I feel about EPP, English paper piecing. I love it. I know how to do it. I've been doing it for years. But hand piecing hexagons is just so much quicker and faster. So that's how I do it now. I also wanted to point out something really sweet. I opened up this book and I saw this and I'm like, oh, what is it, a receipt? And it's not a receipt. It's this beautiful Christmas letter to Doreen from her husband, Paul, and it has a poem, and it's really a love letter, and I feel really sad. There's no last name. I don't know where they're from, and I can't get it back to them, but it's so sweet. And ladies, he talks about wanting to hand piece a quilt together with his wife. So I just thought that was really sweet. This book is amazing. She goes over everything the way she does it, and she's definitely a master at this. But it's a great book. So if you're out and about and you see quilt making by hand, she goes over hand piecing and hand quilting. It's just really great to have. So if you see it, pick it up. All right, everybody, I'm going to get stitching now. I'm going to sew this one completely. And of course, I've got pieces sticking to the back of my board. But this one, I'm going to come back and we're going to go over how to do this kind of a seam, this Y seam or a V seam. It's really easy, which is fabulous. Much easier for me doing it by hand than doing it at my machine. So our little woven meadow block G10 is done. This is not a difficult block if you just take your time and arrange. I'm thinking about what was the most challenging part for me. And it was definitely arranging and laying out everything. It wasn't difficult, it was necessary. So make sure that you do that. Otherwise, it's just a lot of sewing. It's a lot of hand piecing. And there it is. Crazy. I just kind of pushed all these seam allowances down. They're just a little bit all over the place, but it works. It's really, really a pretty block. I just love it. Let me see if I'm holding it. This is the, no. Yep, this is the right way to hold it. So that's woven meadow. A lot of fun, really cool. Great for hand piecing. They're all going to have to be great for hand piecing because that's what we're doing, right? So here is, now this is H for Abbey's eyes. This is really an interesting looking block to me. It's like an alien eye. And it's got this Y seam. What's another word for it? Inset seam, but it's not as scary as you think. First thing you have to do is snip. Let me get in closer. You have to snip right into that little valley there where the sewing lines cross. So I'm just going to snip down in there and then lay it out, right? We see why we have to do that because this has to move around that point. So lay it down and pin. So I go right into that intersection through to the corresponding intersection or point and pin. And you see we're going to sew from here to here, then pivot and sew from here to here. So I'm going to sew up to this point. When I get close, I'm going to come back on camera and show you how I handle this area. Okay, here I am approaching that little point, right there. So I'm going to do a back stitch there. And then pivot like that. So I'm just gonna park my needle for a minute, and I am gonna put a pin down here. Go back up. And keep stitching. So, whoop. Naturally, I've got a piece of thread that's just way too long. And it's just started pouring rain outside, so I lost my light. I need to push that down a little bit. You know, I was reading the Ginny Beyer book that I told you guys about at the beginning of the video. She does not mark her sewing lines. She just eyeballs 1/4 of an inch. So, and her quilts are just so technical to me, so complex. They're beautiful, that I'm just so impressed with that she could eyeball like that. Someday I'll be brave enough to try that myself. But honestly, I look at 1/4 an inch on a white piece of fabric as opposed to a red, and it looks different to me. I just don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I won't know unless I try, right? So that's what you have to do. Try it every way, and then you'll decide which you like the best, right? All right, we're almost. I'm gonna quickly power stitch down. We'll see how this came out. Brenda Papadakis, who wrote the Dear Jane book, said something really interesting to me the other day, and I think it's so true. As much as, foundation paper piecing is great and EPP, with hand piecing, you really can do anything. And it's true, as far as I'm concerned. It's also just the easiest and quickest for me. I posted a picture on my Instagram page of me sewing in the car. This block, the first half of this block I did in the car while I was waiting for my grandson to get out of school. And I take him to the park to play with the other kids, and I'm able to sew. You can hand piece anywhere. You literally can. So I love that. All right. Let me knot this off, and then the moment of truth, as they say. Perfect. This one's perfect. This one isn't so perfect because it was my first time. Let me just press. You kind of have to do a little finger pressing. And again, I'm using 2 very different types of cotton. Oh, love it. So here's the side I just did, and let me press it again so we really get to see our points. So here's my second attempt. Looks great. First, a little wonkarama there, but that's okay. It's a really, really interesting block, and that's how I'm looking at the picture. That is how it is oriented on the quilt. And here's the other one. So 2 more done. Look at that. Fabulous. Let me know if you've started your Dear Jane. Are you gonna make one? Are you like, oh my God, it's too much? I just don't think about it so much. I'm like, I'm doing 2 blocks a week. That's what I'm doing. Eventually, this is going to get done. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and happy stitching, and I'll see you guys next time.